What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It is early. I don't even know if you can see me with this light on in my truck, but it is approximately 4:38 and we are up and rolling because today is opening day of teal season here in Louisiana. So I am headed to meet Martin for a morning hunt, see if we can't get on some teal. I think they had some out in a little pond. So we're gonna go try it. So I'm gonna take you along with me behind the scenes, set you up. I believe I got me a little cameraman hut set up out beside the blind. So hopefully I can set you up, set the GoPro up in there with me, and we can have some action and kind of talk about maybe some things that I like to do while I'm duck hunting. So hopefully this will be enjoyable, and we're gonna head that way, and I'll pick back up with you here in a minute. So here we go.
Huh?
It's day one, season 47.
You 47? You ain't been hunting since birth. I'm gonna sit right here behind him.
In season 40, I've been hunting since I was 7.
I'll let. Let's find why they going that way. They taking the long way? Here's a serious question. Do they know where Smush is?
All right, day one.
Uno mas. First day of arguing about decoys is here. Goodness at the mosquitoes. Unbelievable. In the back there. Coop, give him some of that skeeter dope and then let's go. Get ready. You gotta call it, I can't see him. I ought to beat the snot out of you.
Yeah.
They don't get no more perfect than that.
I was watching the group behind them.
I'm gonna start calling that.
Right there. More. Get ready. Well, that ought to look good.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't get to get in on any of it, but it ought to look good.
What did we get, 3? Yeah, either 3 or 4.
I went this way and them two just went, I said, okay.
2 in one shot? Yeah, I thought I could fly over.
Yeah, that's why that one was crippled.
Yeah.
But I went this way and there wasn't nothing left.
2 on the left. They got down.
No, they're up. They're up.
Oh yeah.
Coming. Here they come. Here they come. Get ready. Kill them.
All right, guys, we had an absolute blast today. Pretty good hunt. Definitely, they got their limit. But one of the things that kind of over the years you kind of learn that it's not just about your camera work and what you do. It's about the people that you're around and all that. So with that being said, having a good buddy of mine here hunting with me, I wanted to ask Martin what some things were that he valued more than just good camera work, because all that stuff you can learn by just going to YouTube, but it makes a lot of difference being, you know, a good person and being personable and all that kind of stuff. So if you want to get more into this and learning how to film hunts and do it on a professional level, there are more things that you need to know. So with that being said, I'm gonna turn it over. What are a few things that you look for in somebody that's going to do some professional work on a camera?
You know, the thing is, like, you see a cameraman, your thoughts of it are like they're an employee, which they are. Don't get me wrong, they are an employee. But if you're miserable with that guy, then it's not going to ever last long. And the producer, camera guy, is not going to get the most out of the talent that he can get. I've worked with some guys in the past that are hard to work with. And I'm just like, I genuinely, we just didn't G-haul. We didn't click, you know? So making yourself extremely personable, like you said, extremely valuable, but most of all, just like get to know each other, man. Like take that extra step when you're in the tree, when you're in the woods, talk about something that is not what's going on while you're there. Like, hey man, how your kids doing? And the same goes for people on this side of the lens too, for people like me. Like if I just personally treated you guys like you weren't anything, then what, you're gonna have a bad impression of me. And when we get in the tree, you know what you're gonna do? You're gonna get kill shots, and that's it. And you know, cool, whatever. So really develop that relationship is a key, not only in this job, but in every job. Develop those personal relationships, talk to them. And sometimes, you know, people just don't click, and that's not a problem. You know, the good Lord makes us all different for different things. But if you can do that, another thing, punctuality. Be on time. What does on time mean? On time means 15 minutes early. That is what, don't come in on 2 wheels. If you come in on 2 wheels, then all of a sudden we can't shoot what we need to on the front. We can't do, now things happen. And so if they do happen and you're running late, communicate. It's all these things that I'm saying for this that are going to make you a better person in life, not just in this job. But be personable, communicate, punctuality, and show up ready to go. Like let's go, let's knock this out, let's do this, let's be respectful of each other's time. Yeah, there's just a lot of things you can do, but those are like the big ones for me. Like, you know, don't show up for a hangout day. Remember, we have to work, but while we work, we can hang out too. Like that's a cool thing. But the focus is always the job, but there's a way to develop those relationships within that job that once you learn that, like a good example, Hunter, he's been with us a while. Stephen McNally with Real Tree, another guy that does a lot of this stuff. The first time I met Stephen, I didn't even know who he was. Like, no idea. We went on a hunt at 7J in Wyoming 9 years ago. The morning of, they're like, here's your camera guy. And I'm like, okay, whatever. Like, and the first conversation me and Stephen had was 30 foot up in a pine tree. But from that, now his kids call me uncle. My kids are gonna call him uncle. They're just great examples of that. Hunter's the same way. Young Mac, who we have now, I'm just naming off people that I've worked with. You know, a lot of the guys on the Duck Dynasty show were great. They were fantastic at that. Developing those relationships while doing their job is a very key aspect to all of this. Do those things, but you're not only gonna be successful at this, you'll be successful in whatever path you choose. So don't box this in. No, you got to do that. No, this is life, man. This is freaking life. Like, this is what you have to do to get the most out of it. Because at the end of the day, like we always say, our job is to get more people to heaven. And like, I want it to be full, and you can't do that without those skill sets. Like, you have to be able to talk. You have to be able to communicate. You have to be able to do what's expected of you in a timely fashion. Do it well. And then get on down the road and do your thing. So, and those things, those they just apply everywhere. So, hey, try that out. Look, what do I know? I've only been doing the same job for like 13 years now. So Look, I'm now running a family business and I got the wrong last name. So, but if you do those things, you can succeed no matter what part of life you're in. So that's all I got.
And I definitely think too, like if you do ask, like even Martin, I've heard him say it before, what's the best way to get into the outdoor industry just as a whole?
Right there.
With the camera.
Right
you know,
there.
with the camera. And why? Because as you get in with a camera and learn to do that stuff, you also build those relationships. If you plan on being, you know, just rocking in with a camera and shooting the best footage ever and not ever speaking to anybody, and then all of a sudden expect to be on the top of the ladder as far as in the outdoor industry, you're going to fail, because ultimately it's about the relationships, and starting those relationships and building those relationships. So hopefully this helps you out, and hopefully you like the video and you'll keep tuning in. I appreciate all the support. So we're gonna head out. I hope y'all have a good one. We'll see y'all next time.